JoF TV. I'm Cilla, and with me is Chuck. This is my soapbox. This is, for those of you that aren't familiar with this segment, this is where I get to take the stage. Typically, a soapbox is me ranting about DC Comics, although...
You realize you're not actually on a soapbox, right? You're just in a chair?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
It's a metaphorical soapbox.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, typically, a soapbox is me ranting about DC Comics, but this week I'm going to try something a little different.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Going to touch on something that's actually going on in my life. And hopefully it can either help someone or you can relate to it, or otherwise I'm just venting, and that works too.
Wait. Is this going to be one of those dudes or assholes type speeches?
Actually, no.
Okay.
This is going to...
Because I really don't want to have to defend the whole goddamn male species.
No, because I realize that girls are assholes too.
Oh, you goddamn right about that.
So for those of you that have been longtime listeners or viewers, you know that I'm, for the most part, choose to be single. This is a choice I make because I like things that way.
I choose to be single, mostly because no woman will put up with my shit.
Yeah, that's not why I came to my choice. I like my life the way it is. And I hadn't found anyone that made me want to change that until recently. I actually did meet a guy that made me want to not be single. So kind of headed in that direction. I thought things were going good. And I was wrong. But I learned a lot from this, which is where we're going with this. Life lessons.
Oh, shit. Everybody, strap yourselves in. We're going to learn something.
I learned that people don't always mean what they say and aren't always to be trusted. Now.
I'm sorry, how old are you and you're just now figuring this shit out?
I like to see the best in people. I know that sounds naive. But, although the experience was painful, I came out of it with some actual knowledge. And here it is. Yes, my first lesson was that people lie. And yes, I know I probably should have learned that one a long time ago.
Score!
I'm sorry?
Excuse me. Allergies.
So my first piece of advice to anybody just starting out in a romantic relationship is to take any romantic gestures with a grain of salt. I'm not talking any romantic relationship. Like, if you've been with the person 1 to 10 years, you probably know them well enough to know if they're bullshitting you. I'm talking about when you're just entering that getting to know you phase. Take things with a grain of salt and don't jump in head first. Because if they pull the pool out from under you, you'll end up with a headache. Hit the concrete. See what I did there? Nice little...
Well, I mean, I see what you did there, but...
So,
who the fuck's pulling a pool out from under? The phrase is pull the rug out from under you. I've never heard pull the pool out from under. Really? How about before you dive in head first, you make sure the pool's not frozen over? That makes a lot more sense.
That's good too.
Because we've seen those videos online. Crack.
The point is keep a healthy amount of skepticism. If I'd have done that, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Also, don't go swimming in the winter.
Another good point.
Yeah.
And a very valuable lesson.
Idiots.
My second lesson, and the one thing I actually did right, is be who you are. Don't try to be something you're not. I learned that one the hard way with my first relationship, as it were. You can't be something you're not and have it end well.
No.
It doesn't work.
No, it really doesn't.
That is the one thing I did right this time around. And I at least ended up coming out of it with some sort of dignity, which is a good thing. So I did learn I was right on that one. Being who you are is always best. what I also learned is if you do end up getting your heart broken, do not try to bottle it up because it will eventually explode. When this initially happened, I went into a lot of denial, and that didn't end well. It ended up with me hitting a punching bag and hurting my wrist.
Like a dumbass.
So, find a healthy outlet that isn't going to hurt yourself or anybody else to channel your emotions. And don't try to bottle anything up. Just let yourself feel what you feel. There's no right or wrong.
Right.
This one is... When I originally came up with this point, it was directed at guys. And it was about to turn into a I hate guys thing. But then I did stop and think, there's a lot of guys I know that could say the same thing about girls.
Let's face it, there's some bitches out there.
So, while I'm directing this at guys, this goes for anyone, guys or girls. If you find, or don't play games, say what you mean what you say, and don't think that you're just going to say something and take it back and get into somebody's heart with no ramifications. That's not the way it works. If you say something to someone that means something and then try to pull back, it's going to hurt them. Don't pretend it's not. And leave the games in high school. There is no reason to play games if you're over the age of 15.
Yeah, there's really not. And even if you are over the age of 15 and still in high school, I can make some allowances for that. But once you graduate, you a grown-ass man or woman, you need to start acting like it.
Mm-hmm. Which brings me to my final piece of advice. Should things go south, and they do, let's face it, things happen. If things go south and you find yourself needing to part ways with somebody, handle it like an adult. Be mature and face the other person. Discuss how you feel. Be open and honest. Don't run away like a scared little child or lie to spare feelings or any of that other childish bullshit. This is one of those situations where honesty really is the best policy. In the end, it's going to spare everybody's feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's face it, if you're going to be a child about it, you might as well break up over Twitter.
Running away from it really is just immature, childish crap that nobody needs.
Be an adult. Own up.
As for the actual heartbreak itself, I have no advice on how to fix that because I'm still working on that one.
I told you how to fix that. Apply vodka directly to wound until numbing sensation kicks in.
Now, finally, I would like to close with this. This soapbox has been very logical and calm for one of my soapboxes.
It is unusual for you.
Much too calm and logical for anything on JoF TV.
Oh shit, here we go.
So, to the guy that broke my heart and to every guy and girl that has ever played games with anybody, fuck you. And that is my soapbox. Anything you would like to add, sir?
I got nothing. I think you covered it pretty well. I could have probably said it a little quicker. Just don't be a dick. Grow up and don't be a dick. So it's like the Spanish Inquisition. Our two chief rules are grow up, don't be a dick.
Fair enough. Thank you for tuning in to Cilla Soapbox and watching JoF TV. As always, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and keep up with us on YouTube and jackalopesfire.com. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.